Welcome to another online Zoom teaching program. You can access this one on YouTube as well by searching Momo Kini on YouTube. You just go to YouTube and search Momo Kini. The name is Momo Kini. I'm the presenter. Now today we are going to look at another aspect in the physics, and that one is also very important for those who will be preparing for the WASSCE exams. And that topic is elasticity. It becomes elasticity. Now, elasticity is a term we want to look at. What do you mean, or what do you understand from the term elasticity? Elasticity is the ability of a particular material to return to the original position after it has been stretched or a force has been removed from it. I go over that. The ability of a material to return to the original size and position after it has been stretched or a force has been removed from it is known as elasticity. Like this one, I am now applying a force on this. You see it extending. So when I remove the force, it will go back to the original position. So the ability of this material to return to the original position after I remove the force is known as elasticity. The ability of a material to return to original position after a force has been removed from it or after it has been stretched is known as elasticity of the material. Now the material itself, the material that has the ability to return to the original position is known as elastic material. The material that has a tendency or ability to return to the original position is known as elastic material. And the material that cannot return to the original position after it has been stretched is known as inelastic. So the elastic material is a material that can return to the original position, and the inelastic material is a material that cannot return to the original position. So if that is the case, there are basic terms that we use. There are terms that are used in elasticity. Terms used. For you to be okay, or for you to be familiar with this topic, these are the basic terms that you should know. One is elastic limit. Elastic limit. We want to look at elastic limit. What is elastic limit? Elastic limit by definition is a point on the force against extension or stress against extension in which the material will have the ability to return to the original position after the force is removed. I will go over that and demonstrate it. The maximum force, you can even put it this way, that the maximum force a particular body or material can experience so that it can return to the original position is the elastic limit. So that means the highest point where this material will reach, if I extend this one, the highest point where it will reach, then when I remove the force, it goes to that position. That highest point where it reaches, that it can return to the original position, is known as the elastic limit. And the force that I apply again to reach at the highest point is also the elastic limit. So you can say the force, the maximum force that a body can withstand so that it can return to the original position is known as elastic limit. It is also the point reached by an elastic material to return to the original position. Either you say the point the material reaches, then it comes to the original position, or you say the maximum force that is acting on the body so that the body returns to the original position is the elastic limit. From there, we'll look at term number 2. Term number 2 is known as yield point. Term number 2 is known as yield point. What do we call yield point? Yield point is a point reached by a particular material in which when a force is removed, the material will no longer return to the original position. There is a particular point that if I keep on extending this one, there will be a particular point reached. Even when I remove the force, the body will no longer go to the original position. That means you call that the body has actually slacked. That is a slacked form. Now, if that is the case, when you apply a force, there will be a particular point this object reaches. Even when I remove the force, this object will not go to the original position again. That particular point is known as the yield point. So there is a difference between yield point and elastic point. The elastic limit is the point reached that the material will return to the original position. The yield point is the point when that body reaches at that point, the body will not return to the original position again. Now, if that is the yield point, it takes us to another point. Another point is also maximum load. We now look at maximum load. Maximum load. What do we mean by maximum load by analysis? The maximum load analysis simply means when I keep on increasing the force here, like this one, I increase the force, I increase the force, I increase the force, there will be a particular point, even when I increase the force, this thing will no longer extend. If I will, like this, if I apply a very small force, it will extend. I apply again, it extends. So there will be a particular point this object reaches, even when I apply more forces, that this object will not extend again. So that particular load that I do, after I have got the elastic limit, any other additional load that I put, the object will not extend again. That particular point or the force applied is known as maximum loads. Now we move to another term, and that term is breaking point. That particular one is known as breaking point. Breaking point. If you want to define the breaking point is the point reached by a particular object in which the wire breaks from the original wire or original point. It breaks. That means there will be a particular point reached. If I continue to extend this thing directly, I will continue to extend this one, extend this one, extend. There will be a particular point when I extend further, it will break. It cuts or it breaks. So that particular point where the wire or whatever material you look at breaks is known as the breaking point. Now diagrammatically, most of the time on the question paper, they will now tell you to sketch a graph to illustrate force against extension in which you put elastic limit, yield point, maximum load, and breaking point. You now look at the analysis. We now want to get a sketch of that. So on the question paper or wherever you are, the moment somebody says you sketch the particular graph for this relationship, what you do is you say if we are plotting a graph of force against extension this way, let us say the force here is in Newton, the extension here is in meter. When I want to demonstrate that, I will have a straight line. That means at the beginning, the more I apply force on this, the more the material will extend. The more I apply force, the more the material extends. There will be a particular point reached here. This thing will make a curve. That means if I now apply force, it will just extend and some will not even extend. That's why it is behaving this way. It will turn this way, again I'll come here, turn, and then come down like that. So if you now want to analyze that, wherever you see this straight line here, that means when you apply the force, the material extend. This particular region is known as elastic limit. You call this one the elastic limit. So that is the elastic limit. Where the straight line stops, when you start seeing this curve, this particular point is a yield point, that the material will no longer return to the original position. That becomes the yield point. At the top of this curve here, it becomes maximum load. That means any further increase in the load, the object will not increase in length. That becomes the maximum load. And here, the object finally breaks. This becomes the breaking point. It becomes breaking point. That is the breaking point analysis for that point. So if that is the case, see.